Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. How's it going, everyone? Happy Friday! Huzzah! Oh, Guts, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. It's Friday, yay! I got a 3-day weekend, yay! I don't. Monday's off. I don't know what I prefer. Do I prefer Mondays off or Fridays off? I don't know on that one. I don't know myself. Yeah, I'm thinking Friday as well. Because, right, logically, you're like, oh, it's Friday, so now it's day off. But if you're like, Thursday, I'm off. That, like, I feel like that makes a bigger impact than it's Tuesday, I'm working. Either way, I don't get a choice, so. It is what it is. But I have amazing news for myself mostly. And I put it into Discord already, but I'm free. I have attained freedom. 60 hours later, I attained freedom. I'm free from Palantro. No, I didn't get all the achievements. No, I finally finished the challenges. That's all. I have 27 out of 31 achievements. I don't care about getting the rest. I'm not an achievement hunter. I got all the cards at 100.5 hours, and then I really just wanted to just do the challenges, and that's it. And I did 19 out of the 20 challenges, I think, in like 20 hours. And the other 40 hours, if not more, I'm estimating around there, because I remember definitely it was more than 30, was for one damn challenge. But finally, you win. I finally completed the final challenge. God damn it. So I have attained freedom. Also, I'm probably gonna beat Final Fantasy Rebirth this weekend, which means I'll complete 2 games. Yeah. So we'll see what I end up playing next. But yeah. That is that. Sweet relief. Today we get to. I heard very, very good things about Expedition 33. I mean, there's a lot of games that I still want to play. Right, I still haven't played. Steam wishlist. Right. I still need to play Black Myth Wukong. I still need to play, if I actually open up Steam itself. Black Myth Wukong, I still need to play. I want to play. There was another one. Oh, I'm looking at all the installed games. Metaphor Refantagio that I have I want to play that. There's a there's a decent amount of games that I want to play. Oh. I only got so much time in the day, unfortunately. So it is what it is. But today we are going to be playing around with a bit of 5.6. I did find out that while I can play around with the like the grass stuff, what's it called? GPU grass and microscattering, RVT stuff. It is currently not everything is in it, especially and really it'll be fully implemented in the final release. So I might look into it a little bit, but I'm not going to spend like too much time in it until final release, where we can actually dive in with the full, because not all the full nodes are there yet. Not all the functionality is there, the performance isn't there yet. But otherwise, yeah, we'll play around with 5.6. See if we get up to any shenanigans. See if we can learn anything. Figure stuff out. Go from there. Yeah. Let's do it. And to do that, we're gonna just look at our... Where'd it go? So, yeah, this... we might take a look at, but you know what? Let's take a look at it. It's not fully implemented, but I think it should still be there, from my understanding. Sample content. Is the Hygiene Forest? Probably. Spawn points from points. Interesting. Yeah, this is a world partition. This is not the right one because it's not using a landscape. Flatness detection. I mean, I've never actually looked at these. Flatness detection. Something tells me there's not much here. What is it detecting? Yeah, it's not debugging anything. So something tells me. Landscape data, lots of sample surfaces. Surface samplers. We can add tags. Oh, interesting. Is that your node? Add tags. I don't know if that's a new node, but that's a nice node. Dear God. Dear God. Okay, well, I don't think we're gonna be figuring out why it's not working on this one. Just move along here. Simple forest. Is this actually a simple forest? I don't know which one of these are 5.6. It is literally a simple forest. Yep, it is a simple forest. So, okay. Let's see. Oh, you know what it is? Probably. Hold on. Edit plugins. It is to be a biome core biome sample. That's what I want. That's what we want. Don't save. That's where it'd be. I remember. Now I need to find it. Geometry script interrupt? No. Instance actors stuff? No. Where can I find... Oh, biome core content and sample content. There it is. Maps. Let's see. This is the new version. Biome sample 2.0. Oh. Interesting. We now have a lot of... Wait, they're just cylinders. They're cylinders. Okay. So this is probably the RVT stuff. I am very curious. Okay. It's not this. It's not this. Wait. Ground scatter. Oh, actually, now I'm blocking it, but so now there is no generate and clear. It's just clear PCG link and refresh. There's just a refresh button. So that's different. So it just properly refreshes. So this is it. This is what we want to see. Also, I'm noticing that, well, I'm not seeing anything here, but if I... Oh, what can I preview the points on? What is UB? Well, it's world partition, so get actor data, all world actors, get data for PCG component, path transforms biomes, mode get data from PCG component, expected pins. Oh, okay, I see. Expects to see these from what? Sample biomes. I want to load PCG data assets. I wish I knew what this does. Point processor? Well, it makes a GPU, I guess, because now it's GPU. I wish there was a simpler method. What are you? Ground scanner run generators. What are you? It's a loop. It takes biome assets. It takes another thing that does this for all the loops. And this does nothing. Why is there nothing here? Why? 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 Why does? Why is there nothing here? Okay. I just wanted to find where how it's sampling the colors and everything. Because it's also cutting stuff out, right? And the fact that it's cutting stuff out is interesting. How do you clear? How do you do a cleanup then? Hold on. I want to just clear it so I just don't have it generated. So this is definitely it. Oh, the only thing I can think of actually is subgraph override. That's why. That's why it's empty. That's why it's empty. Oh, I can control click on it. Aha! Okay. Get graph parameter. Is that just a note? But it has no graph parameters here. So wait, hey Azrael, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Where are the parameters? Wait. Oh, open graph parameters. Oh, it's a separate thing now. The graph parameters are just entirely separated out. Interesting. Here I can move them around and all that. So now, instead of, because, right, we have like a density filter. Instead of doing get, I can still do get density filter. What's the difference? Not sure. This is all like custom HLSL basically. That doesn't help me. If it's all custom HLSL, that doesn't help me understand anything. But I wasn't guaranteed to understand anything to begin with because it's not in its complete state. But still. a good opportunity to learn it. That's not how that works. It's not like, oh yeah, let me just learn it. Give me 5 minutes. No, like that takes like months. Okay. Anyway, now I'm gonna figure that one out as of yet. What do we have on these? Biome definitions, are these different? No, it's the name, biome priority, no, all that. Takes long to know how that feels. Have you learned HLSL for yourself? Oh, so wait, this is a biome map on it. I'm gonna move myself here. There's a biome map on this individual thing. Biome texture. Biome volume. Oh, that is cool. So you could have a texture guiding this and overwrite with a texture. Ooh. It's like it's not a decal, but it's like throwing a decal on there and having it adjust to it. Use Game Maker to make your game. Nice. I've never used it personally. Okay, anyway, this is all not finished at the current moment, as I've been told, but I just wanted to load it up and just take a look at it. Because I was like, why not? It was a nice little preview. This seems like the same, but we now have a more control. We just have more stuff, basically. Yeah, you just have more stuff. You think it's good for like 2D games? Yeah. Every engine has its, pros and cons. Okay, well, we're not gonna do much there. So, I'll come back to it in a bit. This is background. This is for profiling. The debugging thing. Let's find out how the debugging thing works. Let's see if we can figure out how the debugging thing works. Actually, let's do create. I mean, create points is fine. I only need a point. I don't see the point here. I have 1 point here. But when I press A, oh, it's because I don't have anything in the world. So I need something in the world. And when I have something in the world and I select it, then I get my point. Okay, so it is based off of the world stuff. If I don't have anything in the world selected, then it can't show me the point. Okay, good to know. So I'm blocking things here too. Move back here. So I have to have something to actually see the point information, and then I get my like box preview here. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So so if I created a let's make a subgraph. It's going to be very complex. It's going to take a point. Required output a point. Normal. Move it up 100 units. That's it. That's all we need. So if I was to bring that one in here, create a subgraph now. Okay, so now we have, oh, okay. So here we now see the subgraph that is connected to it. And then what? What's the point of it? Show the calling node in the current graph. Okay, so I can select it. Jump to graph. Ah, okay. Got it. So even if by normal, I just see it all. So at any point, I can just basically select it very easily through here. And I can open it. Okay. Now, it is showing the actual name of the thing. And then it's a subgraph 0. What is the subgraph 0? Does that mean if I have multiple of these, what happens? Subgraph 1. Okay, so then it just tells me which version it is. 0 or 1. Can I name this somehow? Also, there's our execution dependency.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Yeah, we'll take a look after the ads. Be able to select the loops subgraphs. Kind of cool. And you can have them. Ooh. Now that right there is interesting. I'll explain why that's interesting after the ads. Because you can use it to go to the node. Obviously, and open the node, but you can go to the node. A non-connected node. So this is not connected, and which means I can do a new PCG graph. Let's say I just call this graph inputs. Doesn't matter. drag it in as a subgraph node. It doesn't have to do anything. The point is, if I'm anywhere, if I have a big graph, I can now have a thing that says graph inputs and be like, where is that? Bam! I'm zoomed in at the area I wanted. That's kind of nice. Because you can now use it effectively as just focus here, focus there, focus there. No matter how, if you have a big complicated graph. It's not what it's designed for, but I don't care what it was designed for. You could do that as well. So, very cool. You cannot overwrite the subgraph 01, 013. So I guess, yeah, if I duplicate this a few times and delete some, yeah, the number stays. If I duplicate it again, it continues on. So this is just how many subgraphs I guess you've ever created is what it's going to show as. I wish you could customize the name on that. Because maybe I'm using the same graph for multiple things. But... ooh, this is really cool. Oh. There's just a button to just select the correct material for the color version, and the density. Oh, these are so nice. You're so nice. So if I use a debug now, is there a point? And I do, well, if I do color or density, it won't change anything, right? Because I didn't give it a color. Set attribute. Oh yes, inline attributes. Oh, you set a wait. You set the node color. No way. Oh my god. Oh, you can change the node color too. Oh, this is you guys can't see it. And you have like the previous ones. Recent, you have a new theme, create a full theme here. Toggle visibility of color themes. You could change how it looks. You could sample. Oh, that is cool. Can you undo it as well? No, that is not an undoable operation though. Jump to source. No. That is not... Okay, jump to source is a terrible button. Never use that button. Yeah, rename. Oh, hold on. Can I rename this? What happens? Oh, okay. So now it says graph inputs dash test. Because this is renamed to graph inputs. So if I rename this to just test, I have graph inputs dash test. Oh, that's how you rename. That's where the name comes from. Okay, so you could have a subgraph that basically is just like, chapters or like points or whatever it is. That is really nice. I like that a lot. Okay, back to this real quick. Convert this to a vector. I want to convert it to a linear color, but I guess there's no color option. If I did this, and I set, ooh, okay. Oh my god, you could do, yeah, we're gonna need to look into the spline point stuff. Set the color. Is this preview color? It is set to color. The color is set, but that has not changed the color. Why don't I see? There it is. Yeah, so there's the point. So the point color information is not represented here in this viewport. What is the point of wireframe and all? I appreciate that they finally added lit wireframes to this. But okay, this does not show color. This is good information. You can set the color, but you cannot use that. Okay. Very, very cool. Anything else that we could see here? Expert notes the PCG settings. I'm gonna save it here just to see what it is. Oh, hold on. Wait. Hold on. Copy the settings asset and keeps no reference to the original. Instance. Oh, guys. Oh, this is. Oh, this is really cool. I don't know how useful it is in just like, but in certain scenarios, if you have a very complicated setup, actually on like complex static mesh setups where you need to like assign a bunch of, yeah, this is great. And this is just PCG settings. So you do this for any node then. So if I, for whatever, wanted a let's say let's do right, so we have these 5 points. So now if I did expert notes to PCG settings, and let's call this create points. I guess create 5 points. So I can drag this out, do a copy, which gets me the exact same setup. Or I can do an instance of it, which still gets me the setup, but I can modify the original. I'll modify every single copy of it. Oh, that is really cool. That is really cool. The look of it is different. I don't know. Still has an execution dependency. It still has all the same overrides. So the point is the same. The only difference is it has no more options here. I am digging it. I am digging it. Okay. Let me throw this back in as an instance for myself. Okay, let's move along. Still cannot delete the world actors. Tools, PCG. Clean up all. Wait, worst? Delete all PCG world actors. So, okay, still have to go through all that. That's fine. Okay, let's continue. Metadata domains. Let's check out metadata domains. Okay, so let's do create a points grid. Actually, let's make a point sphere. Oh, because I need to drag it out. That's right. There's our point sphere. I've actually never used it. Use an angle one. I've actually never used the point sphere because I just haven't had a use case for it. But it's there. Okay, let's just assume this is fine. Coordinates local. Citric. Radius 100. Subdivisions 2. If I make it a 1. This is all fine. Point steepness being at 1 by default now is so much better. Also. Okay. So. I want to check the attribute stuff. So, let's put myself like up here. Just so that doesn't block anything here or here. So right now it has no attributes. So I can do an add attribute. So let's see, can I just... Actually, let's take a look at the graph parameters real quick. Hey, Patrol, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You were an avid Dark Basic user back in the day. What is Dark Basic? I think Basic is a programming language, but what is Dark Basic? Do you just write Basic in the dark? Do you just turn off the lights? Just write Basic? Can I can't place this just on the side. Okay. So, okay, I'll just pop it down here. Dark Basic was an early big game programming easy product around the time of DirectX 9. Oh. Cool. 69.420. All right, because 0 gets cut off, so it's .42. Fine. I can just double click to rename this. So test variable. So I can do get test variable, right? And then I just plug this in. And I have none double because it is what it is. But if I do copy all attributes, then I get the name as well by default. Okay. Get graph parameter. What is this then? It just got everything. It got the test variable. Interesting. I think it's open source now if you want to look at it. I mean, look, I'll be honest, I won't understand it. It's you know, it's a nice idea, but get graph parameter gets me all graph parameters. This gets me a specific one. If I don't do copy all, it'll get me the it gets me what, the second one? Gets me the second one. Well, I'm gonna add a third one here. Boolean. Pineapple on pizza. We'll turn that on. Check. So here we have 3 variables. And it is getting the last one. So by default, it'll get the last one if you did get graph parameter. Now, I could probably specify test variable. And then I get test. So instead of doing this, you can do get graph parameter now. And then type in the variable you want. And then you get the variable you want only. Interesting. Source, current, upstream, or root. If I press A here, this will be easier. Current, upstream. Don't fully understand the source. This might be a thing where I have to have if it's in a subgraph. Yeah, this doesn't even have like, if I hover over this doesn't even give me like a description of it. So clearly not everything's in. If I take this off, I see everything, and then I can get last one, or I can get everything. Interesting. Very interesting. If I change this, the variables, to an array, so just right click on it, yeah, set it to an array. And let's say I did 69, 420, and 9,000.1. And then we tried a match and set attributes. And we took a look here. So we get the text, we get the pineapple on pizza, we don't get the test variable. Why do we not get the... Because here we don't get it. Get test variable. Uh-huh. So this cannot do arrays. I can do it through the regular one, but not through the other. And now in here on this test variable, I can see there's 9,069, 420, all randomly assigned. Because it's from an array. Interesting. Any of these options change that? Got it. Nope. You have the output, have the attribute name here as well. Okay. So if we want, if we don't have arrays, we can just use get graph parameter and then swap it out easily at a later point if we so choose. But the downside is to this. If I was to change the name of this from like test text to test text 2, and I still had test text here, right? I would get nothing. While if I rename the test variable to test variable 2, it updates automatically. So plus and minuses. So this is a terrible place for it. It's not wide enough. Okay. Very interesting. We wanted to do better domain testing, which, you know, got a little sidetracked, but it's fine. Okay. So, assuming that it has, here, we'll go back to this being a single. Do add attributes, add in, they copy all. Okay, then we have all these there. So then, what if I then add another attribute? Only add one, and this is going to be can we use the enum? I think we can. We can enum. PCG. I don't know, types. Default. Awesome. Even more awesome. Okay. PCG types. There's our types. Excellent. So Now, a couple of things we want to test. Enum test is fine. Oh, I wanted to test the eye icon. So if I expose that, I've only exposed one thing on this graph. So in the parameter overrides, I still see everything. So so either it's not implemented yet. Wait, it says it's just public or private. Oh, so this is not the same as in a blueprint. Everything is still exposed automatically. The difference is whether it's public or private. I don't like that it's using the same icon then. I wish it was a different icon, right? Because this is the same as right here, variable is not public and will not be editable or instantable or an instance of this blueprint. And now it says variable is public and is editable on each instance of this blueprint. Right, so this is different. This I, it means something very different. So that means good to know. Okay, so I want to do another add attribute. Get enum test. And for this one, not copy all, I'll put
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
well, the enum stores a value. Oh, okay. So enum gets converted to an integer. I was wondering how it was going to do that. If it was going to use a string or what. It gets stored as an integer. I heard. I heard. I'm just thinking. I got my drink in hand. My hands are off the keyboard and mouse. I'm just still thinking. You know, my brain's still moving. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. So output. So is it at data dot enum? Why say none name? Why say none name? Oh, because output attribute is none. Got it. Now it has everything of the name. Okay. You accidentally closed the tab while I was speaking? You're not going back? I guess I'll never know. Yeah. Never find out. It's good because, you know, then you can use that, you know, against me in a court of law, and we wouldn't want that. Wait. Oh, interesting. This is... Oh, you can click here to go to the point or to the node that it is. I can save this data, save pin data, save all. Save this data. What does this data give me? What is this data? How do I use this data? How do I read this data? I don't know how to use this data. Okay, let's forget about that. Okay, so oh, here we go. Points and data. Enum. Points, data, no data. So this data now has enum of 0. So now I can do set attribute. There's a lot of operations here. Floor, absolute. There's a lot of stuff here now. I can do last, or I can say enum at data.enum, and I'm gonna set it to be 1. And if I check this on the data front, it is now 1. Okay. Which means, theoretically, if I was to now want to split this, I can say this is 1, and this is 2, and now I can figure out which is what based off of data. That is pretty nice. Because it doesn't matter what it is on the point, right? It's not something that cares about the point. So, like, pineapple on pizza, I could put as a data thing, where it's like, I don't need every single point to have that information. But it will, in a sense, because it's part of... The points have the data. Okay, so what happens when I split this? So if I do... point filter. If point position is less than 0. Data, I assume, comes from both. We still have the data come across with every single point, right? Yeah. It's not tied to the points, but every point now just also has a data thing. Okay. I like it. I like it. So that's the metadata domains. Is there anything here? Let's look at the splines as well. That reminds me, we gotta check out splines, but metadata, great, fantastic. BCG splines. One second. Sorry, I had to set some alarms for tomorrow that I just remembered. That's why I had to mute myself. Yeah, create I'll just create points. I'll just create a simple circle with 4 points. 100. You put this into the world. I love that I can just do that and now I can just preview it. Okay, so if I do create spline and I check that, that's pretty nice. It shows me the points, it doesn't show me the spline. If I do create components, still nothing. Closed loop. It only, okay, so that doesn't change it. Fine. Hey Leo, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You got saying try Expedition 33 as if we have the time and when we're deving. I will not add another to the collection that will inevitably become the list of games to eventually play. See, library's already big enough. What do you mean? You mean you don't buy every game on sale in hopes to one day play it? I want to see what happens if you do a spline sampler. And I want to do on interior. Uh, 20. It actually shows you the points on interior. Also, on buttons not checked and still works. Fantastic. If I debug here, there they are. Nice. Oh, that's great. So good. Okay, but what I wanted to see is I search for spline. Create surface for spline. No. Spline direction, spline segments, spline. No, 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 no. Data. Oh, here we go. So spline points automatically will get data. This doesn't have data. But this does. So it has flying transform position X, Y, and Z. There's closed, scale, the rotation, and the position. That's not very much. Yeah, the only thing it has is that. Wait, but what about the arrive tangent, leave tangent? What about all of that? It might not be in yet. There's control points, but okay, so if I wanted to add a mathematical add, the input source will be a spline control point position. Oh, now I can see control points. Oh, I see. The control. It shows me the control point. The control points are these, right. So if I move them up, not up, but move them 100 in all axes. Yeah, so I can just modify the points here. It's interesting that it doesn't display the change here. Oh, it does. It does. It sort of does. It's just hard to tell because it zooms in on it. That's fine. If I say 1,000 and I do position dot z, I'll have to keep it assuming that it is working. Yeah, it's working. So, let's look at this again. All right, so you have the roll, pitch, yaw, location, local rotation, local scale, arrive tangent X, arrive tangent Y, Z, arrive and leave tangents. Why is this red? So it's why is it red? It's doing it. It's adding it only to Z. It's correct. It's all working. Yeah, the math is all working. I don't know why it's red. Okay, well, either way, it's working. So it has the information on the spline itself, like its position in the world. And so does that mean we can just move the entire thing? Oh. Now I'm curious. Why does this one have in red, but this one's not in red. Okay, whatever. Spline global spline transform. I want to convert to. I need to convert to a transform. Because why is it just spline transform? Why is this spline transform? I want to do spline location rotation, and I want to separate it. Okay. If I make transform attribute, plug that in, then it's happy. Then I can do make vector attribute, vector 3, plug that into translation. Then it's happy. Can I activate inline? Oh, I can just activate inline constant. Why is it unhappy? Point or spline global spline transform. Data.spline transform from pin in A is not supported type transform. Spline transform. Okay. Is that a bug? Spline transform dot position. So I can do, okay, spline transform dot position, right? And then I can do a vector. That's what we can do. And then I can move it like 3,000 units over. And it works. We moved the entire spline. And because it's outside the box here, I don't see it in actuality, but here it still shows it. So if I only moved it oh, sorry, no. It's because I'm not pressing D. So I can be outside the bounds with this. It doesn't care. If I use an intersection, get actor data. All the points are gone. So multiply. Ignore pins with 0 input. Multiply minimum. It's still keeping all the points. Why is intersection is such a node that I don't fully grasp? Why do I have no points here? Oh, because I'm still sampling this. I'm an idiot. So this is clearly inside of it. Am I supposed to be doing this backwards? Huh. I just wanted to do a little test, but I guess I can't. Intersection is a no that confuses me. It's fine. Point is, I can move the spline. I can move the spline thanks to all the new data information, which is great. It said there was new spline location in general. You can move the control points. Now, because after this, then we can do... I theoretically could add a control point, can't I? Hold on, can I add a control... Add... attribute. I want to add attribute. I want to do... How do we add another point? There's a multi-add now. Allows you to add two things at once. I mean, I guess I would just need to merge, right? Merge points would still be the way to do it. So it's interesting that merge points. It's special, but it's point data. That's fine. Okay. So that's all figured out. So, oh, the whole graph parameters. Let's look at that real quick. Let's go back to bugging. So save everything except that one. Thank you. No. This one. Can I drag this out? Yes, I can. I can drag these out. Fantastic. I convert them into a graph parameter generic. And it'll automatically set all the values for me. Or I can convert it to a constant that'll still set all the values for me. And if I convert it again, it will create a variable for me automatically. That's nice. If I remove it, it'll complain. But this is still here. But it's broken. Yeah. That's fine. Okay. Very nice. And you just jump between the three. We already tried out inline constants. Those are great. The preview viewport has some limitations, but otherwise it works. Debugger we've checked. Template graphs. Let's play with template graphs. We selected it as a starting point with pre-configured modes and graph parameters. So, what is it talking about? There's a filter nodes by category. Have a good one, Leo. Thanks someone by. Is template. Okay, so we made a template. If I try to make a PCG graph, then it pops out. So now, before it wouldn't. Now that I have at least one template, then I see this. If I initialize it from template, then I just get the graph. So there's nothing different. It is literally what I thought it was, which is just the same graph duplicated. Okay. Otherwise, when I do PCG graph, it just creates one. Okay. I mean, I guess it saves you the trouble of like looking for it. I guess. I don't know. I guess it's cool.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Graph customization I'm not gonna deal with. I don't think this one's very important, at least for me. This, I think, is relatively self-explanatory. I don't think I need to do anything on that. Well, I'll check out the notes, though. We'll check out the notes for the explicit execution dependency stuff. Because I see there is a wait until landscape is ready. I want to see if there's other wait things. Or if you can wait on a bool or something. I guess that just waiting on points in general to generate, or on a node to compute or something. Okay, let's try it out. PCG execution dependency. If I search for wait, it's under generic. Oh, so that's it. There's only wait and wait until landscape is ready. Well, I can wait in seconds. Wait time in ancient frames. And wait when all conditions is sufficient to end, then wait. Oh, okay. render frames, engine frames, and seconds. So if you wanted to, you could wait for all three to finish. Or just two of them to finish. Or, I guess if this is off, it shows whether all conditions are needed or any condition is sufficient to... I guess if this is the case, you'd want to have the... Like, if I wanted to wait in seconds, specifically, and frames, and I didn't care about render, I would need to make this a very high number, probably. The landscape is ready. It just doesn't have any inputs or anything yet. But everything now has the dependency. Yeah, everything has a execution dependency now. Absolutely everything. I mean, that's good. I don't really need a whole folder for that, so I'm just gonna kill it. Save. How can I kill it? There we go. Okay. Initial nodes and operations. What have we not used? I mean, get as editor and all that stuff. Yeah, notes. I guess get is get execution context info. Okay, so there we go. Is runtime. Oh, there is more. Is editor, is runtime, is original. Whether the executing context is the original context. Example, not partitioned. Is local. Whether the executing is okay, that's not what I thought it meant. A lot of it is for partitioning. True. False. True is original. Is not local. Is not partitioned. And it's not runtime generation. Makes sense. Hey, Stormrun, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. So there is more get is checks that were not shown. Get subgraph depth and recursive depth separately. Depth of the dynamic subgraph with respect to the top level graph. And the recursive graph, depth of the current subgraph, the number of times this graph is in the execution stack. I'm sure this is helpful for some people. I don't fully grasp it, but r dot returns 1 because it's true. I want to do r dot string pool size. Can the string pool size? Well, I totally can. I just get information from it. The problem is I can't set the console variable. I can get console variables, but I cannot set base of them. But I imagine this is kind of useful for like getting the quality settings and other things that are part of consoles. You can get them from console commands. And then spawning based off of that differently. The speed of light is broken. You turn on your light switch and it takes a second to turn on. I don't think the speed of light is broken. I think you just have a shitty light switch. I'll be honest, it might just be a shitty light switch. By shitty light switch, I mean probably a shitty light bulb or lamp. But it could also be actually the light switch, literally. What does this do? What? Why don't you just put it at... What does hashing do? Output data will be taken from the first spatial data by default, or first pin if all the attribute sets. The same information in all of them. What if I moved it? Oh, okay. So, I don't understand what hash is supposed to do. I mean, obviously, it's not. I probably shouldn't do it on this. I should probably do it on another thing. Create or add attribute. I don't understand. I don't understand what hashing means. That's a possibility. Just a slight. Moved over 3,000 pounds of outside material today. Gravel and dirt, grass. You were finished your campaign and added a lot of bags of gravel. 50 pounds each, 40 bags. Then the grasses. That sounds like a lot of manual work. You must be exhausted. Get some rest. Get yourself a nice smoothie and get some rest. It's Friday, you know. Hey, I'll need to ask somebody about the hash attribute to understand what the hell that's supposed to do. Because I don't understand. Generate seed. Random stream. Okay, it needs an input. So it literally just, it's a value called generate seed, and it gives random street hash its source attribute. Hash string constant. Set seed per input. I can output the target to the seed itself. So I can actually set the seed from the seed. But then, at that point, I can mutate seed. Oh, you know what this is good for? If you need a seed for something else, that's what it's good for. That's what it's good for. If you need to plug in a seed for something else down the line, and you want it to be different for every point, but the point seeds maybe are the same, and you want to keep them the same, that's why you do it as a new attribute. Okay. I figured it out. Then you patch up your roof before the tornadoes tear it down. Oh no! Wait, is there a tornado coming in your area? Stay safe. It's been a strange day. Someone T-boned your van earlier while your brother was driving. Everyone's okay, all right. Well, that's good. I'm glad you. I'm glad everyone's good. After all that, you could finally work on your game. Sounds like fun. Hey, Ark, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I can't hash generate seed. Is that it? I don't get it. What am I making? Nothing right now. I'm learning the new 5.6 PCG stuff. Figuring out all the nodes, seeing what's different, how is it different, how best to use it, etc. You almost have a full playable demo now. Nice. 2 weeks since ready. Full 3D, somewhat open world JRPG. Hey, that's impressive. That is very impressive. Okay. Spawn instance actors. I need to test this. Spawn instanced actors. Spawn instanced actors. Okay. Make a new blueprint. Let's do something very simple. Give it a cube. Seems great. BP tests. Just plug that in. Now, I don't have... I've spawned by attribute, so I can specify it. Mute an empty class. Mutes warnings on empty class, which can be useful when some points might not have a valid class. Okay. But I cannot put in... I can't specify anything besides that. So if I do a create point sphere, and I press A, I don't get anything. Oh, I don't get anything because, again, I didn't drag it out. Does it have a matching class or super class entity in the actor class settings registry? What is actor class settings registry? It's a... Oh. Hold on. This, all of the blueprints are one. How in the... Hold on. Elegance. Instant actors is on by default. What was it talking about? Doesn't have a matching class or superclass. What is this supposed to be? Okay, I'll need to ask about that. Oh, hold on. Did I not turn on? No, instant actors interrupt. I have turned on. Spawning of new instance actors or runtime is not yet supported due to the offline nature of the... Yeah, that's fine. So it needs something. Matching class. Does it need to be a specific class? Is that it? Instance actor. Manager. Oh, okay. Uses mass to provide lightweight and efficient instancing of items in the distance with server authoritative actor. Regional manager of instance actors. Actor manager. It's static mesh partition actor. Yeah, I'll need to find out. If for no other reason, then this is still cool. Because it spawned blueprints, but it didn't generate a ton of them in the Outlander. If for no other reason, that's gonna be that'll be nice. But yeah, I'll need to ask about that. That's our advice from this stream. And feel free to keep asking. Gives you nothing but free assets? Yeah, nice. A few tweaks here and there, like color. Mostly just free stuff. Find out it's called kit bashing? Yep. Yep. Spawn its actors from the input data. Note that the actor classes should be previously registered, and this node does not work at runtime. What does that mean? What does that mean? Should be previously registered. I'll find out later. Okay. Export selected attributes. Let's go back to you. Format binary or JSON. So if I want to output all of this as JSON, by attribute on the desktop, test, or yes, export test. Did it put? Is it done? There's nothing. No, it's not there. How do I make it go? I don't know. Oh, it's probably because it's not in the. Ah, now it's there. Was it in the world? So what do we got? Oh. Oh. There's our 3 points. There's our 3-point information for all of them. There's the seeds for all of them. This only had 3 points. So I can get the information out. That's cool. If you were to use this somewhere else in actual like C++, I'm sure this is very useful. For me, less so. I wish I could do it on internal. Okay, but still cool. Get virtual texture data. Again, all of this stuff is... We gotta wait for the full release. Partition by actor data layers. Probably all of this is the same. Okay. So we found out a bit of very interesting stuff. We can make instances. We can pop to specific locations in the graph. It'll put it inside of every single one, but still. Can I drag this out real quick? This is 0. If I put it inside of here, it's 1. Okay. I don't know what use cases I would want for that, but it's there. I'm sure for some people are like, oh my god, yes, it's exactly what I've been looking for. And I'm like, I gotta think of some way of using this. I don't have to. But... Okay, so I think then I need to ask about the instance actor stuff. Looks very interesting. Probably no point in asking it now. I'll ask it tomorrow because it's just late. Everything else we've pretty much covered, right? Biome core and the GPU grass. Both of this, I've been told to wait on onto the next one. The exact wording is an early version of it is in Biome core and Biome sample, but it has been greatly improved with an RVT example past the preview 1 cutoff and will be available in the 5.6 release. I advise you wait for the latter for anything serious. So
Ads are here. Pausing.
We will
for
do that.
ads.
Because I want the sample level. It's also where we're gonna understand the GPU stuff better. Metadata domains, great. I might do a video on all the small little tips and tricks, and just like new features of BCG, like a little overview video for the 5.6 stuff that I learned today. I'll probably make a video on that for Sunday, I'm gonna guess. Keep it timely. That'll probably be what I am doing. Other than that, time is it? 8:33. I wanted to look up some stuff for tomorrow. I think I might call it early, guys. We took care of everything that we could. So, unless there's an update to it, I'll probably not need to look at 5.6 stuff for a while. Yeah, Gus was not paying attention to what I was saying. I see. 90 degrees sounds miserable. I'm sorry, Eric. I gotta look up some stuff. It said that I wanted to look up before tomorrow. So, and this is a good stopping point. The alternative would be to like just work on game dev for like an hour. I'm not gonna get much done. You clearly weren't watching. What's the problem? It's fine. I'll be back on Monday. But I'll probably make a video on the stuff I learned today. Sorry, I missed your chance. Now you can go to sleep. Sleep time, best time. Anyways, guys, thank you for joining me. Look forward to a video Sunday. Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.